Hello, today I'll be giving a lesson on proper knife safety. I will be teaching you how to use and export your knife skills. First of all, let's talk about whittling. Now you're going to want to open your knife faced away from you like this. Then you're going to stick it out in front of you and make a giant circle. That's called a blood circle. You do this so you don't accidentally cut anybody. Now what you're going to want to do is find a stick. Any stick will do the trick. Now you're going to want to move your legs out of the way and position your stick like so. What you're going to want to do is cut away from you like this, so you don't accidentally cut yourself. Whoa, looky here. We've branded ourselves a brand new wooden sword. Now we're going to talk about cooking. First thing you're going to want to do is identify your knife. Right here I have a regular old kitchen knife, and the first thing we're going to want to do is sharpen it. First you want to grab your sharpener and hold the base of it as if you were holding a tennis racket. You've got to be really comfortable with it. Now grab the sharpener at 45 degrees with your comfortable grip. Before we sharpen the knife, you're going to want to make sure your fingers are under the guard at the butt of the sharpener. This is to ensure that the knife doesn't accidentally go back and you lose a finger. As you sharpen, start the blade at the bottom, and you want a nice long strokes so you get the whole blade on the steel to get to the top of the blade, like so. Now we're going to talk about dicing. You're going to see a lot of people online tuck their fingers in like so and dice their food, but we're not going to do that because that takes a very long level of practice to get there. So instead, you're going to want to hold your food very loosely and sloppily and bring your knife down in vigorous strokes like this. Now, once you have those vigorous chopping motions down, now what you're going to want to do is just go ahead and dice your food. Ow! Occasionally some penny flavored ketchup will come out, but you're just going to want to keep chopping for more. Oh wow! So in this situation, your AP Human Geography teacher gives you a C+ on the final that you spent hours working on. You're gonna invite him over for some tea.
Oh, Arnie, if it isn't my favorite student inviting me over for a cup of tea.
Yeah. Please come in and have a seat.
Of course. What a mighty fine establishment you got here, little Arnie.
Oh, yes. Please have a seat.
Of course. Yes.
Tea's almost done.
Ooh, nice. Hey, Annie, could I trouble you for a little bowl of water?
The tea's ready.
Oh, thank you.
No.
What?
This one's yours.
Okay. So, what are your parents?
Oh, those guys? Let's just say I haven't seen them for a while.
Okay.
So, not a big tea fan, are ya?
Huh?
Well, I noticed you haven't taken any sips of that there tea.
Oh yes, I've had some water earlier, you see, so my stomach's like really, it's really up there, you know?
Oh, we've all been there, haven't we? But I do insist you take some. It took a while to prepare.
Well, I'm gonna quickly go to the laboratory. Be back in a minute.
Oh yes, it's right next to the door. Do you know what a balisong is?
No.
It's a folding pocket knife that originated in the Philippines in the late 1500s. It's originally used for hunting, but when people stopped using it as a killing, it became a skilled toy it is today. Bummer, it's illegal in the state.
Annie, it's getting kind of late, you know? And I gotta go home and do some school stuff because I'm a AP teacher, so.
Oh, bummer you have to go. I guess we're just gonna have to say our goodbyes.
Yeah, Annie, see you at school.
Yeah, bye. Oh crap, Mr. Burton. Does anybody know yet you're here today?
Now that you mention it, I don't think so.
Well, before you go, I have one question. Why did you give me a C+ on my final? I worked really hard on it.
Oh, Annie, your work just wasn't good enough.
Oh.
Advanced placement classes are challenging. You may have not been just cut up for it.
Oh, I see.
Farewell, Annie.
It's Abby.
Pardon?
Do you know what a blood circle is?
Beg your pardon?
Now, just like before, we're going to do our blood circle again to make sure nobody's in our range. Oh no! Looks like I left the cover off my knife. Now we got a diggly-dang body on our hands. Time for my favorite segment, burying the corpse. Now you're going to bring the body through the backyard, and only the backyard, so no people see the person you accidentally killed. A few tips when you hide a body. First of all, you're going to wrap the body in a tarp, just because when it rots, then it won't smell too bad. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bury the body 8 feet below the ground. But then, remember, always put a dead pet above it, so then when the cops come, their dogs smell that dog instead of the dead body you just hid. But this body's pretty heavy, but for now, I'm just going to leave it right here. Now, murdering can take a real mental toll on a person, so it's good to relax and have a break and invite some friends over.
Abby!
Ah!
Wait. There's this one really cool one. Goes like this.
Oh, okay, that's
Whoa.
pretty cool. How do we do it?
Okay, so start with the close, right? Then you double roll over. Okay, got that?
Okay.
Double roll over, right?
Yeah.
Take your middle finger and put it on top.
Like we're flipping someone off.
Like flip some.
Guys, I'll be back real quick.
Okay.
Okay, bring this finger.
Oopsie doopsie there. Looks like I left my murder weapon on the counter. Silly me. Now it's essential in any manslaughter case to clean your weapon. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to the sink and wash this really good with soap and water to get all that blood crust off. Because we don't want that O negative blood on here, do we? We're just going to keep scrubbing it. And we're just going to keep scrubbing it and scrubbing it and whoopsie diddly there. Looks like my friend is also a bloodthirsty murderer. Now the blood's on both of our hands. Now that your friend is also a murderer, you're going to incorporate teamwork and bring the new body with the other one. It might be wise this time to place a tarp over their bodies and make sure the same mistake doesn't repeat itself. You're then going to want to send your murderer friend home before you guys get yourselves into an argument that could spiral a bad way. Remember in these following days to act as normal as possible and attend public events. When told publicly about your friend's death, make sure to take their loss harshly and try to cry. If met with an officer of the law, remember to tell them, I invoke the 4th Amendment, and tell them that they cannot search your house without a warrant to do so. Wow, that was a close one. One thing that can really help clear your mind is watching some TV.
Anyone who knows the whereabouts of Cameron Smith Swartz or Dave Burton or knows anyone related to their disappearance, call 248-434-5508. You will be rewarded $10,000 if you have legit information on anyone involved. In other news, Frunk Labs has become famous for the new invention that causes users' muscles to grow.
If you see yourself in a similar situation as mine, where you know you have a house but no job, then you have to take the opportunities you're given. Hello? I know who killed Cameron Swithworst and Dave Burton. Make sure to tell the cops that your friend killed both people and forced you into complying with her by threatening your life. Then show them the evidence of the knife with your friend's fingerprints on them. Or you can do what I did too, and I edited the security camera to only show the part when my friend killed my friend. Now you've successfully gotten away with murder thanks to your new knife safety. Now with your new acquainted money, you can buy yourself a new knife block. Well, I didn't go over everything in this video, so if I missed anything, just go look online. There's sure to be something out there. But remember guys, always open your knife away from you.
It's been so long. Who are you? Your sister. Maddie? You look so different. You're so old. It's so good to see you again, Abby. That's for stealing Brad from me.